Hi, I'm Lulu and welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm glad you're here. Today is Friday and we got some sun and some good temps today. It's been a minute since we've had decent weather, so we've been, we've either been going to the park, sheltering a little bit from the wind. Today was really nice at the beach. We were able to be at the beach, the bright sun, low wind, mid 60s. So it was a nice day at the beach. We actually put our chairs out. We sat out there, but right around 2 o'clock, it started to get a little chilly. So I have laundry to do because I've got my meetup coming up. So I've got things to do from now until Sunday morning. One of them is doing laundry. So I thought, let me get out of this wind, even though it's still nice and sunny and it's really nice. So it's not, going back and forth to the car, getting the laundry and doing all that stuff. It's not hard because it's not like freezing, but down at the beach, it was just a little too windy. So perfect time for laundry. So I just put my 2 loads in and I'll just keep myself busy while I'm waiting. I'll just tidy up, maybe do a little bit of prep cooking, cook a couple of things. I got some veggies I could cook. So what I thought that I would do today is a little Q&A, because I get asked a lot of questions. I get asked some questions frequently. So I thought I would answer some questions right here. So I have them on my phone. I've gathered them from your comments. I made a document full of questions, and the document is quite long. I think I'll take it little by little. So here's just some questions for today. So somebody asked me, what software do I use for video editing? And I'll tell you what I use. I use iMovie. It comes free with any Apple device. It comes on your iPhone, it comes on an iPad or a MacBook laptop. It's a free program. Is it powerful and can it do all kinds of fancy things? Not really. It does everything I need it to do. Sometimes I think about, upping my game on the video and maybe investing in a video editing program that's, powerful, that has lots of options and fancy things. And I have faith that I could learn it, but I don't feel like it right now. Maybe next year, maybe the next year. But right now, I'm really happy with iMovie. It's very basic, I just do the basic things. I was a little intimidated to use it at first. I was very reluctant. And my son told me, Mom, let me just show you, because you can learn it and I can teach you in like 10 minutes. And I'm like, no, I don't want to learn it. I don't want to learn anything new with technology. And so anyway, I surrendered to it, and I decided to see if it was really true, if I could learn it in 10 minutes. And I'll tell you something, you learn it in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, you have a general idea of how to get around, that you can actually edit film. But as you go on, you start to learn some of the other features that iMovie does have. So it does have some fancy things. You can do some things, but I actually enjoy it. I enjoy the process. I think it's really fun. It feels very creative to take like a whole pile of footage that's more than one clip, or it's one full clip, but it's got lots of stuff in it that need to come out, and just piecing it together so that it comes out to like a really nice, enjoyable video. And, when I get that done, it feels kind of good. So the next question is, taking a 2-hour nap with the door wide open, that sounds dangerous. What if somebody came by while you were sleeping? And did what? Woke me up? I don't understand the problem. Well, first of all, I had Laura parked on one side of me and Renee parked on the other side of me. But if I was there by myself, with the door open, taking a nap, what's the difference between that and if I was sitting on a lounge chair on the beach and I fell asleep? What's the difference? There's nothing scary about this lifestyle, unless you're afraid. there's nothing to be afraid of. I was lying in my bed, taking a nap with my door open. Like, how does that make me vulnerable? Like, what if you saw somebody sitting on the beach with their asleep? Like, would you worry about them? I don't quite understand. I didn't see anything dangerous about that. It didn't even occur to me that there was anything dangerous about that. In my world, that is not a dangerous thing. Next question. I love your ceiling. I suppose that info is in a past video that I missed. Is it fabric? And do your window covers attach somehow? Okay, so the story on the ceiling, these panels, the side panels, okay? It looks like people think I have window covers in here, like that those are window covers that I've covered with fabric. I have no windows back here, 0 windows. This van came with no windows, and I thought that's really great because now I can pick where I want my windows. If you get a van with windows, you're stuck with those windows. I've got no windows. I can pick where I want them, and I can pick what kind of windows I put in, so I can put in ones that open. So I had all these ideas. It turns out I like having no windows back here. I have my ventilation in the ceiling with my Max Air fan, and I just have everything I need here. So basically, what I did when I did my build was I didn't want to do all these wood walls, and I didn't want it to take up any space in here because I've got very little space in here. So I just wanted my walls to be insulated, and I wanted them to look tidy. So behind every one of these panels, all the walls and the ceiling and the floor is 1/2 inch insulation. So I've spray glued and put all the pieces of insulation in their spots. And then I made templates of each space. I cut a piece of corrugated plastic, and then I covered it with fabric. And I just chose different fabrics. This is the greenery one, the one that has all the leafy greens on it. There's my zebra, and over here is the other little pattern next to my bed, and then the blue paisley sky. These are just 3 sheets of corrugated plastic. I just made templates. I cut it with just a utility knife, spray glue, put the fabric on it, made it all nice and tidy. Industrial strength Velcro, stick, stick, stick. Industrial strength Velcro, everything. And it just made everything look tidy. That's how I did my ceiling, and that's how I did my side panels. So I don't have all that heavy wood in here. I don't have that thick wood in here or bringing the ceiling down and the walls in. Like every 1/2 inch is like really important in here because it's very tiny. So the next question, can you tell me what beaches in Florida allow you to pull up your vehicle onto the beach? Well, as far as the beach that I usually go to, I prefer not to disclose that location. It's just my private space. If you find it and you find me, come say hello for a few minutes. But it's my privacy. It's where I want to be without a lot of people. I just like the way I have it. But you know something? Just Google it, because there are other beaches that I know of that you can drive on the beach. You can't camp on the beach. I can't camp on the beach that I park on. That's for day use only, and then you got to go find a place to park at night. And even that, you got to figure it out. You got to figure out, the Walmarts, the Cracker Barrels, the Planet Fitness parking lots. You got to see what's being allowed in different areas, and you just figure it out as you go along, and then you find your spots. I would never tell anybody my spots. It just feels private. So that's the answer to that question. When you are doing your dishes, do you use vinegar or vodka in your spray bottle? I use alcohol. So I get my spray bottle, I fill it half with alcohol and half with water, and that's what I have. That's what I do my dishes with. I also have the same thing down here in my pee station. Half alcohol, half water, and that's what I spray everything down with whenever I use it. Everything feels very sterile and clean. I like this method. I don't want to smell vinegar. Don't want to smell vinegar because I don't enjoy the smell of that. So that's what I use, and everything feels clean. Next question. With your ice packs, do you swap them out once a day? Are they thawed in the cooler by the time you swap them, or are they still slightly frozen? And what's the name brand freezer that you use? Okay, so my ice packs, do I swap them out once a day? Yes. Every 24 hours, they get swapped, okay? Are they thawed in the cooler by the time you swap them? They're still very, very, very cold these days because the weather's been chilly. Like, I get up in the morning, it's like 43, so it's chilly in here. I'm comfortable sleeping because I'm all set up for it. But, so when I change my ice, yes, it's still icy cold, but I swap them anyway because I have it running. I have the power to run it, so I just run it and swap them. Now, when I was down in Texas, or when I'm here in Florida in March, when it starts to get hot, by the time I'm swapping them, I wouldn't say that they're warm. It's still cool in there, but they are thawed and they are not anywhere near icy cold. But these days they are. So, if I ever have to start, if it starts to get really hot and muggy, well, first of all, if it gets that hot, I don't stay where it's that hot. I mean, anything over 90, I'm not having a good time. So once it starts to hit 90 around here in Florida, I'm out of here. Which will probably be like mid-April. I'll start heading north. But to get back to the ice, I'm actually thinking these days I could probably get 2 days for the frozen ice. I just make the ice, change it every day. Everything is just nice and fresh and everything's staying cold. I can buy like 3 packages of chicken as long as like the date's far away, like the vacuum sealed chicken I get, the date might be like 10 days away. I can get 3 packs. I put a ice pack in between each one. And the end of the week, the date's still good and it's still icy cold. Everything is being kept icy cold. So the system really does work. What name brand of freezer do you use? I have one, the brand is called DOC, D-O-C. Now, if I go into Amazon where I got it, and I search for it, I can see it in my order, but it's not available on Amazon anymore. But it's a 9-quart cooler, and the closest equivalent that I've seen is an Alpacool 10-quart. I would think that it's very, very similar to this. Actually, when I look at it, the picture of it online, it looks identical, 100% identical to the one I have, except it doesn't say DOC on it. I'll put the link for that in the description if you want to see that, and also the ice packs that I got. What I did was I measured inside the refrigerator, the space inside the refrigerator, and I determined that I could fit 6 ice packs this way, and I had to get the right measurement this way and the right depth, so I knew it was going to fit in there. So you'll just need to do the same to see if these fit in the Alpacool or whatever DC fridge you find. You just want to take your measurements inside and look for the blue ice packs that fit. Okay. With water in short supply, how do you clean your vegetables? Well, I have 2 ideas about that. The first idea is that I use these water wipes. Okay, so these are 99.9% water. So I will get one of these, wipe down an apple, wipe down my delicata squash, wipe down zucchinis, okay? Now, will I take out like a bunch of asparagus and wipe each asparagus? No, I'm not doing that, okay? Some of the veggies I eat, I don't even bother washing in the van. If I'm home, I will rinse under the water. But I buy all organic, so I am not concerned with heavy pesticides on my food. So I'm not concerned with that. as far as, oh, who's touched it and who's handled it before me and germs, I love germs. The more germs that I'm in contact with, the tougher my immune system gets. And that's what I believe. You might think it's crazy, but that's what I believe. So some things I wipe down, some things I don't, and I'm perfectly fine with either way. People have seen me cook and they've seen me not wipe things down, and they'll be like, you didn't wash those tomatoes. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes I don't. So, but it's my food, it's my life, it's my kitchen, and that's what I do, So, the next question. Does YouTube make you pay to use other people's music? I think they're referring to those videos I do when I'm just driving down the road singing some of my favorite songs. They're not my songs. I can use them. I don't have to pay to use them, but I have to demonetize the video. So when I do those videos, it's not because I want to make money, because I do make money on my videos. Not on those videos though. If I'm singing a Shania Twain song on my video, you know who makes all the money on all the views? Shania Twain, as she should. So that's how that works. So basically, I demonetize, and then the revenue generated by the video is given to the rightful owner of the music. So that's how that works. The next question is, how do you get Wi-Fi when you're on the road? So what I have is I have an iPad Pro. It's a nice big screen, and it's got a keyboard to it. It has a thing that it magnets to the back. It's called a Magic Keyboard. It magnets to the back, and it's a full keyboard. I feel like it's like a laptop. It looks like a laptop. It feels like a laptop. I love it. So when I bought this, I opted for this option. For $200 more, you can get this option that it has the technology in it that you can buy data for it. So it can be just like a phone. So I have data on my phone. And with that data, I can go on Facebook, I can go online, I can go on Google Maps, I can do all that stuff because I have data. So I can buy data for my iPad. So I have a data plan on my iPad that's $23 a month, and it's just like my phone. Anywhere there's a cell signal, I have a signal on this, and I can go online. I can post videos to YouTube. I can watch YouTube. I can go on Facebook. I can do anything the same kind of way I can do it on my phone. Yeah, so that's really cool. If I'm somewhere there's no cell signal, then or a weak cell signal, I'll have like a real slow connection, just like with the phone. It's just like with the phone. So for $23 a month, anywhere I go, I sit on the beach, I'm online, which feels like a laptop because it's on my lap, it's a keyboard, and it's a nice big screen. I forget how, maybe 12-inch screen. It's a good size screen, and I feel like, and it's all touch screen, which is great. And I do all my video editing on it, and then I can also upload it. I just have to be somewhere there's a cell signal, which is just about anywhere, I mean, once in a while I'm deep in the woods or somewhere remote and I don't have a cell signal, and that's how it goes. So that's that question. Somebody asked me, many people have asked me, how do you work out on a full stomach? And I'm like, I don't know, very easily. Like I'll have lunch and then I have a workout with Sasha, with my personal trainer. I don't eat heavy food that weighs me down. I eat light, and I don't get full. I haven't been full for 10 years. I don't get full. I eat that food. It's the perfect amount for me, and I can work out immediately after. I don't feel anything because it's just all light, healthy, real whole food. You can't compare that to eating a sandwich and a bag of chips and then working out. It's just a whole different feel. I work out with her twice a week. One of the days it's at 11, so I work out from 11 to 12, so I eat at 12, so I'm eating after the workout. The other time my slot is 12:30 to 1:30, so I eat at 12, and then work out 12:30 to 1:30. So that's just how the schedule's worked out with, you know, whatever times that she's had available to me. So I find it very, very simple. I just find it simple because I feel good before I eat, I feel good while I'm eating, and I feel great after I eat, and I feel great in between meals. I just always feel great. So I don't have any distress. I don't have any, not all burpy. I'm not, you know, too full. I'm not hungry. I have energy. You just, when you're really consistent with really good food all the time, I can't tell you what it feels like. It just feels freaking unbelievable. Like you want the whole world to do it, but you know, you'll do it if you want to, you know. So I'm going to leave it at that for this session, and I have more questions to answer, and I'll do another video another day. So I'm going to go in, and I think my clothes are finished washing now. I'm going to go throw them in the dryer. Then I got all that folding to do. I like doing that. I love getting all my packing cubes out, and I put them all on the table, and then I unzip them all, and then I just start folding things nicely, stacking everything up in the right category of what it is, and then zip them all up and put them under my bed. And I took my sheets off, so I got to make my bed where they have nice fresh sheets. And then tomorrow I'll be doing my grocery shopping in the morning. We're gonna do like half the ride to the meetup tomorrow. We're gonna hunker down at a Cracker Barrel, and then we're going to Planet Fitness to grab showers on Sunday morning, and then finish off the trip and be ready for the meetup on Sunday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I was looking at the temps today. It looks like all 3 days are going to be in the 60s, and I hope that's true. I hope that remains true. All 3 days in the 60s, and it looks like no rain. Ah, yay! So those of you that are going to be at the meetup, I'll see you there. I can't wait to see you. And bye for now.